Welcome back to another episode of the Talk Your Shit Sports Podcast. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pete, we got another one.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, we keep hitting them in the head, bro. We keep hitting them in the head, man.
We got to, man. It's the city, this region is deep with talent, leaders, just amazing folks with incredible journeys. And we're gonna keep hitting y'all in the head every week, man. But before we go ahead and get started, I want everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Talk Your Shit Sports Podcast YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Talk Your Ish Sports Podcast. Follow us on IG at Talk Your Shit Sports Podcast. Really lock into us. We got some amazing journeys, man. But I mean, I'm not even gonna hold it up. I'm gonna throw the ball up in there. We're gonna tip this off, man. Without further ado, man, we got some real culture builders. Some real hoop legends. Really trendsetters, really putting on for the city of Boston, Massachusetts, man, nationally, man. What they're doing is amazing, man. And we want to pay homage to what y'all doing, man. So without further ado, I want to introduce our brothers, Jay, Phil, Drew,
Yes.
Crew lovers in the building, man. Say what up.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, we here.
Appreciate you,
man.
Yeah.
Love, man.
Yeah, man. Before we go get started, man, Jay, Phil, or Drew, man, whoever, man, plug the weekend, man. What's going on? What's coming up?
Going on, man. It's my third time back on here. You feel me? I feel.
Jay's a frequent visitor.
You a vet.
Nah, but yeah, you know what I mean. I already been on here. Y'all know how I am, man. I like to spread the love, so I'm gonna throw it to my bros. Y'all already heard, a lot of my stories, so I'm gonna let Black and Drew, introduce themselves and plug their joint in, man. So I'll let them do the thing, and then I'll come back after.
Word. First and foremost, man, I want to say thank y'all for having us, man, for real. Y'all know I like to play the background a lot, but I figured I couldn't show my face, We had to get the lighting right first, and then I show my face. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. We definitely had to get the lighting right.
Nah, but definitely, man. Shout out to y'all, man, doing y'all thing. Y'all definitely been killing it. I'm a freaking watcher. I love what y'all doing, and it shadows like just our message too. Just spreading love and paying homage to those that put in the work, man. So again, thank y'all. Yeah, man, let's get to it, man. I'm ready to get it in, man.
No doubt. What's going on for the weekend, Drew? What y'all got coming up?
Drew, man, Crew Love Weekend, man. What can we say, man? This is an anticipation. August 14th and the 15th. We'll be putting out the location sometime this week. We've been very secretive about a lot of things. As far as jerseys, as far as things that we got coming on. I think when you do pull up, you get to see an amazing, artistry of community leaders, just people that just put on for the city. Jay with the designing, of the jerseys and things of that nature. So we're very discreet, but we're ready, and we're ready with the message of it's all love. I know we're coming from a pandemic. We didn't even know if we were going to do it, but it's why not? Why not? And I feel like everybody is screaming that they're outside, so we outside too.
And this is the second year of the Crew Love Tournament, or the third year?
This is 8 years in.
8 years in.
8 years in running.
Listen, man, you guys been making some noise. Listen, I'm proud of you guys, man. And I spoke to Jay off air, and I was telling him, man, you guys, put the battery in our back to start our, our journey, and talking about, sport, talking about everybody's sports journey and stuff like that, because we see what you guys have been doing every summer. Every summer you guys been consistent. Every summer you guys been putting out some great tournaments, some classic tournaments, and bringing the whole community together. And that shit's just dope, man. And I, salute to you guys, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it, Pete. What you got for him?
But yeah, man. So Jay's already been on the show, so we can start it off with Greg or Drew, whoever wants to go first. Let us know where you grew up at.
That's Phil, bro. Come on, man. Get it right. That's Phil, bro. Greg ain't on here.
Oh, Greg. My bad. Shout out to Greg. But Phil.
It ain't like we ain't go to school together. It ain't like we ain't go to school together. So good, dog. I love you, baby. I love you so good.
Oh, man.
All right, Jay, man. All right, Phil. How did this Crew Love journey get started?
Oh, man. Honestly, I think we was at a cookout, or no, not even a cookout. We was at Drew's back porch. That was like the lounge for us, and it started off with the, that brotherly talk, man. You can't see me on the court.
Right,
that type of
right.
vibe, and then it turned into initially it was supposed to be MMC versus Bros for Life. Shout out to the Bros, by the way, C's, Fat, Big Dave, yeah, that whole Bros for Life camp. Yeah, so it started off with that, and then you know, we just turned it into like, you know what, let's open this thing up for, you know, other people in the city. Everybody got their crews, their selective guys that they rock with. So yeah, that turned into, yo, let's just open this thing up. And I think our first year, we planned what, 2 weeks?
Less than that.
Maybe less than that.
Wow.
Like maybe like a week at
It was
most.
like-
It was like,
It was like a week, yeah, like a week and a half.
yeah, a week and a half, and we was like, yo, we just gonna. I think we put out. I don't remember if we put out a flyer or what. It might have just been a Facebook post, and then from there, yeah, dudes came out, and then here we are, 9 years in.
9 years in, man. I mean, once again, it started with a little trash talk. Once again, Jay and I have fourth period class together at Charlestown, so
That
you know,
classic fourth period. That
classic fourth period, and you know,
Drew, talk about it, man.
the
Bring us
trash
into that
talk
fourth
is-
period.
The trash talk against
everybody needs to
guys,
skip for that fourth period gym class.
that fourth period gym class probably it'll make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? Being on the Charlestown team, you probably be in gym class and you want to work out and things of that nature. You probably have a whole hoop to yourself, you know, a whole main hoop to yourself.
Right.
But you know, they came in fourth period and it was almost like real playoffs, man. Like, you know, like you ain't want to lose. You know, there's a lot of trash talk, things of that nature. So it came about when we on the steps and people like, yo, man, you're 5 against my 5, man, and what's up? You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, I'm like, y'all don't really want that kind of smoke with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's put it together, you know, and when we put it together, you know, Bros for Life, that's what I'm a part of. We won the first one. So that just kind of showed that, you know,
He had to
the
plug that
bounty,
in.
the
He had to plug
target
that
and
in.
the bounty was
Talk your
on
shit.
everybody's head at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? So, but
How much was the wager?
you know what? We ain't even really betting on it. Was just more so like a brotherly thing, and so now we are 9 years in. They got a chip, we got a chip.
Yeah.
So we tied, but there's an asterisk besides they chip because they didn't follow the rules. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it. I need to understand.
My grandmother played and they mad about that. My grandmother came and killed them and they mad about that. What you want us to do?
Shout out to Grandma. Shout out to Grandma.
So we normally, our tournament consists of no pros, no D1s. You know what I'm saying? And that's just our rule. It's been our rule because there are people that, you know, they don't get a chance to hoop in these big tournaments, right? So we want to shine the light on the everyday person that still want to ball, still want to hoop. You know, they just want to go out there and have fun and still compete for something.
And it's totally free. It's totally free. We don't play for no money.
Yeah, we don't play for no money. It's just bragging rights in the city. You know what I'm saying? And I think the culture has grown into, so it started with crews, right? And then then we started thinking outside the box, like, all right, well, there's got to be something bigger, you know? And then we started thinking about crews and small businesses. How can we market the small businesses out there through basketball? So, you know, a lot of the teams that came in, it was like, okay, well, if you got a business, why don't you just put your business and that's your team? You know, you can get whoever you get if you follow the lines of the rules. So people like Black Monarch Clothing,
Shout
you
out
know
to
what I'm
them.
saying?
Yeah.
Kingdom Royale, Freshborn, you know, those Suave Life, you know, like those type of, you know, businesses kind of thrive a little bit within Crew Love because you're able to market yourself and people are able to say, oh, shoot, you got merch. I didn't know Suave Life, but now I want a copper shirt or, you know, things of that nature. But I think, like I said, every year it gets bigger and every year it's a different outlook and of what we're trying to do. Every year we're just trying to unite the community, right? But there's always going to be a different purpose. Like we just came off of COVID. Everybody wants to be outside, but There's some people that want to be outside for some other stuff, and we just want you to be outside to say, look, we all can come together. We all live here. You know, like we got to get back to the times where mentorship and those type of things are important. Right. So our youth can see like, yo, there are guys within the community that are doing positive things. And if you wanted to do a tournament, hey, you can come to me. I'm not going to say, you can come to us. We're not going to say, nah, young fella, you got to wait your turn. We're going to tell you like, nah, this is what it takes, you know, like, and we're going to support you, you know? So realistically, it started with me, Jay Black, you know, we all just talking crap to each other, you know, and really, realistically, we all competitive guys. We all played for Jack, you know. Right. I'm the one that got the 3 rings out of everybody here, you know, so I know the dynamics of winning a little bit more than they do. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, D, you know how it was for me, bro. You know, the ball thing just saved my life. You feel me?
Talk about it.
Changed my life around, bro. I was in these streets.
Oh man, Drew, man, you made a good point, man, in terms of the competition part, man. I think, you know, I'm saying we talk about that on the podcast all the time, is the competition piece here in the city of Boston, and just, you know, growing up where we grew up and how we grew up, how important that was, you know. So I guess share with everyone listening, man, how important competition, you know, was for you growing up, and you know why that is such a pillar for Crew Love now.
Realistic. So, you know, when I went to Charlestown, that's the second time I was exposed to basketball. I'm a soccer player. So realistically, I didn't have no AAU. I played middle school basketball, things of that nature. Competitively, we were winning a lot, but I'm gonna tell you something. We lost one day to Cambridge. That's another story, but I'm gonna tell you, we probably sat in that locker room for about 3 hours. And the guys that you battle with every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you go out and you go beat people by 30 or whatever, cool. You winning. And you're thinking like, oh man, we don't gotta really compete with nobody because we beating everybody. But then when you lose, you start learning like you're not Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other people that want it the way you want it. And with Crew Love, it's the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other people that want the things that you want. They just want it a little bit more. But we wanted a little bit more too. So at the end of the day, it's putting those things together within Crew Love to make a great tournament. Like, we want Crew Love to be the best tournament, right? But there's some, I shout out Save Our Streets. Yeah, they did a great job.
They do a hell of a job every year.
You know, like Save Our Streets.
Born Ready tournament, World Life.
Everybody, Russ's tournament.
And you know, even Easty,
Hundo Life. Shout out to him. And the Let It Fly tournament too, man. We shouting out everybody because we really about that showing love stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes, you know, the outside people may say, you know, this person said this person said that, bro. We really about showing love, and we're really about our people, bro. So all that nonsense people be talking about, bro, it's always love. And shout out to Lynn too, the Lynn tournament. But at the end of the day, everybody in the city has a component of, I want to compete. Whether you're putting together a tournament, you want to put together the best tournament. It's really not a competition in your mind, but if you're an athlete, you still want to compete. You still want to be the best. It's always there. You know, so right, our first couple of years, we went shirts like everybody else, bro. Mm-hmm. Shirts like everybody else. Then we just was like, well, shoot, we got to give the people something that, you know, maybe that separates us, right? So we start doing jerseys. The thing with the jerseys, we start seeing more of the shorts everywhere we go at every tournament now. You know what I'm saying? So the marketing's great, but people love the jerseys. They like the shorts. And for us, if I walk in the gym and I see even just one Crew Love shorts, I feel like, all right, cool. Our message of spreading love will always continue. That's a fact. And big shout out to Jay too, man. You did a hell of a job on those designs, bro. Yeah.
Jay, speak to that, bro, because that's important. I think you know, there's so much in our culture that ties to, you know, what we do in sports, man, and the fact that you're
designing these jerseys,
your design mind, the fashion that you brought to the game of basketball here in the city, man, has brought in that feel back. And the fact that young people even me, like want a part of what you're designing, just wearing it every day. Like, how does that make you feel?
Well, to be honest, well, I mean, because this is the 15th year of Mathematic Clothing, so you feel me? It's been ups and downs, but it's like it goes back to kind of what Drew said. When you come from Charlestown, it's like you don't just get judged by what you do in the court. Sometimes it's how you present yourself and how it looks. You feel me? So I always go into the mindset where it's like, if I'm not wearing it, I want my brand to represent me. So I always want to come up with, even if it's something basic, I want a basic design to be dope. I want it to be dope enough to where people want to wear it. So when other people see it on the streets, they want it. Like, everybody can get a pair of regular Nike shorts. I want them to feel the same way when they're wearing our stuff. You feel me? So whenever I'm designing something, that's what I go into it. Like, I'm like, yo, I want something that somebody feels comfortable wearing, whether they're going to the grocery store, whether they're going to the corner store, to the mall, wherever. If they hooping, I want it to be everyday, anywhere type of use. You feel me? So I want it to be for everybody. So when I'm designing something, that's what I go into it. And I mean, just always have it on my mind. Like, yo, no matter what I'm trying to do, I don't want it to be like too over the top and try to be too different. I want it to be basic, but I want it to be fire at the same time.
Facts. That's talk your shit, big dog.
That's dope.
Talk your shit, big dog.
But one thing I love about the Crew Love, you guys been 9 years running, but the thing that I love is that love part. Like, everybody that shows up to your tournaments, because we all grew up in the city, so we all know like the different neighborhood that has beef with different neighborhoods. But the fact that they all show up to your tournament and it's just peace, that's just dope. And that's the respect that the city have for y'all, because they know that you guys are putting out, for the city, you guys are putting out the time and effort to make this tournament come to fruition and all that stuff. And these guys respect you enough that they don't bring that drama to your tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, when you look at it, we always look at safety first, right? And a lot of people will run away and be like, nah, we don't want to really have the police there, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like, like, the police are vital too. Like, they're human beings at the end of the day. They're in the community. I think we were having a conversation with the B3 captain. Shout out to Captain Flynn. Yeah. And what he said was crazy. It was good. It was like, he was like, we need more of this. We need the police to come out there and not really look like they're like a mean face ready to lock somebody up. It's like, nah, let me hug your babies and feel the community. Because at the end of the day, if you can call somebody by their first name, you know what I'm saying, and you said that, oh, I met you at Crew Love, and for us, that's a win. Now you got a cop in your back pocket that when every time you see him, he might pull you over, but he was like, that's a good kid. Nah, like, and chop it up with you. I think now more so ever, the dynamics of the world has changed, where it's like, nah, we got to defund the police. We got to do this, that, and the third. And it's like, nah, we got to unite. We're humans at the end of the day. We got to unite. We know right from wrong. There's some homies that we got to tell, like, look, bro, you can't come down here. We just know how you act. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people that really respect us for that. Like, we just give you the automatic real, like, yo, bro, this is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come down here causing this ruckus. But same time with cops, it's almost like we have to be the bridge to kind of be like, look, man, on the other side, y'all have to come outside and really see the community for what it is. Word. Like, some of y'all are coming into Boston working, but y'all are going home to the suburbs. So the dynamic is really different. Right. So at the end of the day, we're coming together to show you, like, hey, if we got 1,500 people at one park and nothing goes down, come on, man. Like, that's respect across the board. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, it comes down to proper planning, man, and really using your network. Yeah. We got some work to do too, as a group. But at the same time, every great group always and forever is gonna feel like they got some work to do, regardless if you feel like you did it right. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, nah, we just didn't execute well right here. We got to improve. And what I like about our group, and that goes back to competing, is that there's some things that you just got to fix and move on. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you realize that you can fix it and move on, your tournament will forever try to reach the plateau of perfection. Hey, perfection is perfection, right? Ain't nobody really gonna reach there, right? But you gotta aim for it every day, you know?
Word. And oh, my fault. Go ahead, P.
No, you good? What's good? What's on your mind, big dog?
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say shout out to the people that's playing a lot of the background too, giving us a helping hand. Shout out to Rufus, Will Dickerson, running for Boston
City Council.
Yeah, shout out to Will. And a plethora of other people too that's been holding us down.
Nora,
yeah.
That once again, it's a big community of people that are really like, I see what you guys are doing. How can I help? And that's more important. Like when we started this, it was just 8 of us, man.
Word.
It's still 8 of us, but I feel like we got a lot of people behind us, so it makes it a little bit more like, all right, we got to get this done.
Word. I gotta give my bros the flowers too, man. I appreciate y'all, Jay, the whole gang, C's, Phil, Big Dave, Fat, G Money. Yeah, for real, man. Love y'all, bro. Straight up.
Y'all feel like I'm at a rap concert, bro.
Everybody put your hands up. If you know you ain't come out with.
Let Phil talk his shit, man. Let Phil talk his shit, man.
Nah, but honestly, yo, to piggyback what Drew's saying though, it's actually a fact because we got great examples. If you think about it, like our first Roxbury Dorchester event, we probably had almost every cop in the city there. And then our second one, we did it at a police campus, and we didn't have no police there, and we didn't have no violence at either one. You feel me? It goes to show like people do got respect for us, and I think the dynamic with our group is we got people from everywhere. We got we got Fat Boy who's from one part. You got me that's from somewhere. You got Black that's from somewhere. You got Drew, and then when you bring all of that together, it's like everybody got respect for all of us because they know when we come to their events, we not going promoting no violence, and we not going starting nothing either. So I feel like the same thing is reciprocated when they come to our events. They like, yo, they not on that. They promoting positivity. They doing good stuff for the community. So let's just go out and just show love. So I feel like that's why nothing will never really happen because we don't promote that and we never be about that. And we always show up to everybody's events showing love. So I feel like that's the one good thing that we can always say about each other. Like no matter where it's at, we always make sure one of us shows face at somebody's event in the city.
Right. And like, that's a great point, man, because, I want to highlight, man, it's just, even though I didn't play at Charlestown, but, I played in first. I had first period. Phil used to ball in first period.
I used to kill you, bro.
Yeah, so.
We got to go there. That's for another podcast.
That's Talk This Shit podcast. He's like,
yay. But from watching, the Charlestown basketball team, watching, and playing with Jay and understanding the community the basketball community, man, is just totally different from any other sport. I played football, I played basketball, I played baseball.
Talk your shit, D.
And all those 3, I'm an even better bowler. So this is just different. There's different communities in each, man. But the fact that you guys are able to, come into the basketball community, speak the basketball language, and hold everyone and continue to be, a glue in the community, and not even that fill a void. Yes, there's other tournaments, but I've never heard of those tournaments because I'm not in the basketball community, but you guys are. So this is how I'm getting introduced to, introduced into the basketball community, man. I'm pretty sure there are hundreds of people like me looking at Crew Love like, oh shit, I want to go to a game. Like I'm there. Like a lot of people, will pay money to go see the Celtics, pay money to go see BC, BU, whatever play. But I can, like, in my local community, see people that I know look like me. I can go to the game and really vibe out. I'm there. So, like, is there an added pressure, like, for this to continue every year as it continues to grow for you guys?
Go ahead, Jay.
We put more pressure on ourselves. Like, I know, like I said, you feel me? Like, it's not us being cocky or nothing, but everybody sees, like, how our stuff turns out. I can guarantee you that every one of us, we've never been satisfied with every event.
Super lit.
Like
big athlete vibes.
After every event, if it's not me, if it's not Rich, if it's not Black, if it's not Drew, we'll be like, damn, y'all wish we would have did X, Y, and Z. But to y'all on the outside, y'all be like, yo, y'all event was fire. Yo, y'all need to do another one. That, like, but to us, we'll find the smallest thing to be like, damn, I wish we would have did this different. Or yo, I wish we would have added this. Yo, if we had more time, we could have did this. So it's like we put more pressure on ourselves than other people's expectations. So we probably exceed other people's expectations, but to us, it's like, damn, we didn't do enough. Like I feel like there's never a time when you feel like you've done enough. Because if I felt satisfied, I'm gonna feel like, damn, we didn't do something right. You feel me? So I feel like it's a good thing that we always leave an event questioning something, but to y'all, it looks like, I mean, we did what we were supposed to do.
Facts.
You know what's so crazy is that when you experience, like we all went to Charlestown, right? And the basketball team is something that we all can say we experienced or we saw or whatever. But I always say, as we've grown past the high school stage and things of that nature, and you look back, any Charlestown person that you see right now, regardless, is doing something positive, or they're trying to be a glue to the community, or that you can just see their lives is that it's implemented by something that they learned from playing basketball, right? So a lot of the things was hard work, you know, a lot of the things was integrity, a lot of the things was, you know, like, hey, be there for your brother, you know what I'm saying, a brotherhood. You hear that a lot with any Charlestown player. So to be around my brothers and know that they're gonna hold you accountable, right? Which that's something that we don't do a lot, but where we come from, we hold each other accountable. We are going to be prepared, right? Hey, you don't win 3 state titles or 5 state titles without being prepared. You know what I'm saying? And those are just certain things that we've learned to kind of execute where we are right now today. You know what I'm saying? And once again, we ain't never gonna be happy. Trust and believe that. You know, like we're never gonna be happy. Hey, you can go in a basketball game and miss a layup. You gonna think about that missed layup than having 30. I'm just, you know, that's just being honest. You know, so you know, that's the dynamic of us. You know,
Super lit.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man. I want to get into the basketball though. Yeah, I mean, I want to get into basketball. What's up, P?
I want to because like we said, we all went to Charlestown. I mean, you guys played basketball. I just want to know how Jack OB helped you guys, I guess, shaped you guys, you know, because he was a beast. Like that man was an animal when it came to coaching. How he helped you guys like view life after basketball and on the court. I mean, Drew, you have three rings. You don't get those 3 rings easy.
So certain things that you got to learn, right? You can be the guy, or you can be part of a team that everybody's the guy for one goal. And I feel like what we're a part of at Crew Love, everybody's the guy. We all got one goal, and that's just to unite the community. And that's what Jack had us on. You know what I'm saying? Work hard, show up on time, you know what I'm saying? And you're not bigger than the team. Like you ain't see a Charlestown player score 30 like that consistently. Like it just doesn't happen.
With the exception of me.
Nah, bro.
Never.
Nah, you never. Nah. So,
Talk your shit, P.
nah, Phil. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, you know, you got. Hey, if everybody adds in 10 and y'all win, that means everybody contributes, and that's how our team right now at Crew Love works. You know, at least everybody's contributed 10. That means everybody's doing their job to make the wheel spin. You know what I'm saying? That's just Jack in a nutshell, man. Like, you know, like I probably had a little bit more of a winning experience again. You know what I'm saying? With both of these dudes, but once again, man, hey, we've all seen it. You know, it's a culture. You know, and if you want to be a part of a winning culture, you're gonna do the certain things that is necessary to do so, right? Hugh went to shout out to Hugh. Hugh went to Brighton. Hugh went to Brighton, took that whole joint, went to Brighton and went to get some chips. There's nothing more to say, yo. Yeah. There's nothing more to say. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, are we gonna sit here and say that doesn't work? Nah. Does it work in life? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like Hugh took that. He won 2 chips and now he's back home. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to get another one back home. You feel what I'm saying? Wow. But more importantly, you know, I think for us, realistically, there's been a real gap in mentorship, right? And there's been a big gap. And the reason of Roxbury versus Dorchester is to kind of give the young kids that didn't grow up in our generation to see the Paul Becklins of the world, to see, people that are playing within their communities, you know what I'm saying? So that they can look up and be like, yo, I want to work out with him, or I need to talk to him real quick. And, just because right now, some of these young kids, they be like, nah, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? And for us, it's almost like, how do we bridge the gap to say, look, I'm open to talk to you, to show you the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once again, I feel like everybody in our generation right now is willing to be a mentor. We're just trying to bridge that gap so that these young kids understand, like, yo, man, we are here, man. So
and we support that, man. That's another reason why this podcast, humble brag, whatever you want to call it, has become, like, dare I say, it's so important for the community, man. For if folks don't have access to the Paul Blacklands, they have access to this to hear exactly what he went through, what he did, what he wants others to know about the journey, about the grind, and that they can take that and go from there. Right. It's important that, like you said, like the mentorship. I think it's important for guys like yourselves to be always, as much as you can, be accessible to the younger generation and to give them game and to work out with them and I'm sure it's coming down the pipeline. I'm pretty sure you guys are even are already being innovative on how you're going to incorporate the young people in the tournament going forward. So I shout out to y'all, salute to y'all, man. The next thing I want to get into is the basketball part. I think we covered a lot on you guys being the heart and soul of Crew Love. I'm saying in exactly what Crew Love means to the city. But now I want to get into the pulse. What really gets us going, the players, the game. How have you guys gone about bringing in the players that are not the D1s, not the pros, the guys who are still here or still hoop very competitively on a consistent basis? How are you guys bringing them into the fold?
To be honest, like you said, not a humble brag, but they want to play. It's not, we don't have to sell people to play. You feel me? Like, for example, like how Drew said, when he goes into a gym, if he feels like he sees the shorts, he feels like, the message was portrayed. All of us, whenever we go to a tournament, the first thing we always hear is, what's up with some shorts? Let me get, so off that alone, people want to play because they want the uniforms, but then they also like the environment. You know what I'm saying? Because we have that friend, trash talking environment, and the games are also good because even though it's regular people that's not D1s, there's still some good players that play. You may get somebody like a Tony Lee.
Jay, you went out. We can't hear you.
I said, so you got somebody like Drew. Drew don't play as much as he used to, but Drew gears up every year for Crew Love. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I don't play in all these leagues like I used to, but I'll play in Crew Love. It's like it's different people from all over that just want to play in our tournament. So we don't really have to, do you want to play in Crew Love? There'll be people that will hit us up like, I'm coming down, I'm coming to play.
I still owe a few people buckets, by the way.
Who you got?
I still owe a few people buckets.
D, put it like this. We've had to turn down people that was eventually going to the NBA and people that was currently under D1 scholarships that they couldn't play and they wanted to play. We didn't ask them or nothing. They came and they wanted to play. We didn't actually caught some people in the act that we didn't know was D1. We caught them in the act of playing. We had to nicely, like, you can't,
time, bro.
Oh yeah, like you can't really, like we
kept the shorts.
Yeah,
right.
Like we genuinely felt bad, but it's like we don't really have to ask people to play. They be wanting to play, you know what I mean? But that's just like our one main rule. Like, y'all got all summer to play for all of the money, all the basketball y'all want. This is y'all time to relax, kick back, and you know what I mean? Just let us have our fun. You feel me? So
right.
We feel humbled that people do want to play. So we don't really have to make it that much of a sell. They want to play.
How about the coaches? How do you identify folks who are going to represent these teams, be the GMs or whatever, and put these teams together so that your product for Crew Love, that tournament, is lit every year? How do you do it?
We got a core amount of teams. Shout out to Team JJ. They come every year.
Yeah.
Suave Life, they come every year. Obviously, MMC B4L, we did every year. So we already have like a core amount of teams that we already know we don't have to ask them. They're gonna have their money ready and they're gonna be there.
We're thinking about reconciling our differences and coming together, but I think I still owe a few people from MMC some buckets. So Jay, you might have to get a cool 15 one game. You know what I'm saying? But see, y'all saying he retired. We already retired Black. Yeah,
Drew,
see,
Drew, that's on wax. So you're guaranteeing when I come to this game, you're giving Jay 15. Is that a guarantee?
No, he might have to be on my team this time around town, but he has to swing me the basketball. We're not having that right now. You know? See, y'all missed the key word though. He said I owe a couple buckets. So you already know it speaks for itself. Yo, we've been frying them every year. You know what's so crazy? You want to know what's so crazy? Ask these dudes who was the MVP the first time around town. It was Drew. Yeah,
he got receipts.
That means the return of the king will be coming back very soon. You know?
Receipts. Phil, man, share with us, your experience playing in the game and what that did for you, knowing that you passed your high school, past the college days, but like how was the run for you?
Bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. Like I just go out there to have fun, bro. I'm not out there trying to score 30. I'm just out there to have fun, bro. And honestly, man, like a lot of cats don't know, I'm a very emotional dude on the low, right? So first of all, don't get that sideways. These hands is really active, so don't try me just because I'm letting no. So nah. But our first year, bro, these dudes have told you, bro. It straight up brought me to tears, bro. Like it was just it was just dope to see, bro. It was just dope to see, bro. And then it also just made me think about too, like sometimes just the negative connotation that's behind our neighborhoods, whether it's the Roxbury versus Dorchester thing or just Crew Love in general, bro. And then we've had some players that played in our tournament. And it's unfortunate they're not here no more. You know what I'm saying? So it take me back to that, bro. And it's just like, yo, damn, every year it's a blessing to see people come out and have fun and enjoy themselves, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So again, the main thing is like, people come out and enjoy themselves and get home safe. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that is what made me think about it. That's what I think about, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, it makes me emotional sometimes, bro, because it's a blessing. It's like even this here, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be here, bro. We see all the craziness that's going on in the world, bro. And that's why our messages always spread love, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah.
It's crazy. There's another big fact to this too. And he kind of highlighted it one night for us. One night after Roxbury versus Dorchester, we're all sitting at my crib, and he was like, yo, there was no violence today. This is at 12 o'clock at night. We all just kind of, thinking, and he's like, yo, we all got the BPD news and things of that nature. There was no violence going on. You know what I'm saying? So in our minds, it's like, damn, everybody went home safe, and this is a good cause, like, it's funny. The first one, we had people parked. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my God.
All right, go ahead.
So the first one we had, we were sitting back and there was no violence in the city. So in our mind, it's like, damn, we just did this and nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Tell him where it was at though, Drew. Tell him exactly where it was, bro.
So it was in Norfolk and at the Mildred. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about mad people. We're not talking about like 200 or 500 people. We're talking about 1,000 and more people. Right. You got cars that are parked all the way from the Mildred all the way down to Mattapan Square. They couldn't even find parking. So we do it at Emmanuel. And once again, we're a very safe group, right? So we talk to the captain, and the captain's like, look, we can't get, there's a tall ships that day. There's another event. We can't get to Roxbury versus Dorchester at Emmanuel. You know what I'm saying? But if you need us, call us. And the mere fact that night too, we reflected, woke up in the morning, looked at our phones, no violence. You know what I'm saying? That kind of puts a stamp on like, dang, every time we do this, the city is kind of understanding like, yo, it was a good weekend, man. Let's just, let's just keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy because as creative that we are with Crew Love, Roxbury versus Dorchester came up in conversation on some, yo, man, who's better, Roxbury or Dorchester? Who got the better players?
Talk
Once
about
again,
it. Talk about
very
it.
very organic conversations. But we are the type of people that's like, nah, let's go see if this really happens. Let's put the work in to put it out there, and let's see what we can do. Normally it's in the gym, but because we're outside and we understand, COVID protocols and things of that nature, it's like, let's give the community something outside, and still gonna be a great game. You know what I'm saying? The atmosphere is gonna be dope, but everybody still needs to understand the purpose. It's all love. We're united for one cause, to see each other. It's like a reunion to see each other, and to make sure, yo, you good? Yeah, I must have had 100 daps yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see people all the time, but it's like, damn, I'm glad that you still here, and I can say hi to you. You know what I'm saying? And just like Black said, it's like there's some people that played in our tournament that are not here. And that's real. Like that's every year we lose people. You don't know when it's your time. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
if we can continue and say like, yeah, it's all love, that's what we pushing.
That's tremendous impact. That's tremendous leadership, innovation on you guys' part, man. And I'm gonna take it a step further, man. It's like, I don't think, you guys have to understand, like, from this perspective, we still live in a majority white city.
Right.
So for you guys to use basketball to create a Black space in the middle of summer
that's beautiful.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So
every year.
Should I tell them?
What's up? Should I
plug them in, or should I?
Come on, man.
Should I plug them in, or should I leave it alone? First of all, we're on Talking Shit podcast. We're breaking the news here. We're breaking it. So we're breaking the news right now, right? There's large basketball communities everywhere, right? Let's just say we're gonna unite them the best way we can, and you're gonna see the best of the best basketball. It's gonna be big, you know what I'm saying? And once again, we're gonna do what we do, you know what I'm saying? But every time we do something that's big, we're gonna show up.
Okay.
So I'm putting that right now.
On
you
wax.
Heard it from us first.
We heard it on wax. Right here on Talking Shit.
Every basketball community, whether you're in New Bedford, whether you are in Lawrence, whether you are in Lynn, whether you are in Springfield, Worcester.
We're gonna put it like this.
Tournament, you guys bringing all those neighborhoods.
Put it this way: if the pandemic didn't happen, it was gonna get real last year. Put it that way, bro. Everything was set up in motion. There was side bets, everything. If the pandemic didn't happen last year,
it was gonna happen.
It was gonna be crazy. Trust me. Y'all know our promo game is 8-1. We had everything set up, ready to go.
Yeah, we know this. Like, Crew Love is
on the lookout.
Right. Crew Love is true to this. They ain't new to this. We already know what it is. Rich, put down the Doritos, big dog. I want to know. I want to know. What impact or role Crew Love, in your eyes, has had on you in the community, and what you think of it. I'm saying going forward.
My fault. I was on mute. But now it's been a big impact. I mean, like I heard y'all was talking about we missing the part about mentorship, and I'm big on that right now because when I was a kid, I didn't have that. Right. With growing up where I'm from, a lot of people don't make it out. So me being a part of something so big and bringing the city together is big for me personally. I take it to the heart. So they'll tell you, anybody who say anything about Crew Love, what we doing? Because I take this personal. Because like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't have nobody who was putting together these big games and uniting the city and, really caring about the youth. We didn't have that. Well, at least, I'm 35 now. So, but we all the same age. Well, not you and Black, but me,
Yeah.
Jay, and Drew. But I take it personal. It's been a great impact on me. It changed me in different ways. I look at things a little bit different now.
Right.
You know, before they can tell you I used to easily be like, yo, fuck them niggas, bro. We could do whatever with them niggas. But now it's a different ball game with me. So it's like crew love is everything to me. So that's why I take it so personal.
Super lit. Oh, I love to hear that. That's dope right there. Just in terms of how like the unity, the family, the love, exactly what Drew, you know, Jay and Phil have been saying, man. Like this is like keep going. I don't even have the words for it. I just wanted to keep going. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be at my first Crew Love game on the 14th. I'm going to be there.
Oh, we're there.
I mean, please please help me find a seat. I mean, I'm short. You know what I mean? Please help me find a seat so I can see. You know what I mean? So I can support.
I'm gonna make a bold statement, bro.
Yep.
And I want us to live to this. This is gonna be the biggest Crew Love weekend we've ever had, bro.
For sure.
I'm gonna put that pressure on myself and say that now, only because this is the first time that I can remember that somebody has did 2 events in one day, as far as basketball. I ain't never seen nobody else do this and pull this off, and I know me and my brothers can pull this off, and it's gonna be big, bro. Because every year we have an idea how big something is. For example, the first Roxbury versus Dorchester game, Drew and Rich came up with the greatest idea that I didn't know was great until it happened. So from the outside looking in, they wanted to do charter versus Boston Public. Now, in my mind, when we was growing up, charter school was terrible. Right. You would never put a charter school against a Boston Public school. So my whole time, I'm like, damn, I don't know how this game is going to go. I kid you not. The men's game didn't start till like 7. Yo, the kids had the gym packed before the men's game even started.
Yeah.
Wall to wall, it was packed. So it's like, ever since then, I never underestimate nothing we can do.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, I don't even know how big the crowd is going to be. Like, we already know we're going to need barricades, but I feel like the barricades probably even going to help. It's going to be so many people that's going to pop up.
So let the people know.
Hey, D, we got to get there early, D. We got to get there early.
So plug the whole event, time, place, every. Oh, I mean, obviously you haven't released the place yet, but what time should people? You know what I mean, like, yo, like, get there or be square.
Crew Love Weekend is August 14th and 15th. We have our annual call-out games. You know, call-out games is basically, you know, the teams that's in Crew Love. You know, when you pay your money, you secure your spot. So once all the slots is filled, so if you and P got a team in and me and Drew got a team, y'all can call out one of the teams. So, yo, I want to play D, and Drew says, yo, I want to play Pierre. And
that's Black the competitive nature. You know,
that's the competitive nature that we do. So we give the teams that option. Yo, you call out who you want to play. Obviously, every year call out is always MMC and B4L because that's where it started. That's where the whole tournament started. So we always play each other on the call out.
They don't want no smoke, man.
That's tradition. That's tradition, and that's dope.
They don't want no smoke, man. They've been ducking. That's why they telling us that they want to join forces, man. It's crazy.
Hey, D, since we've been on, you see who said we joined in? It wasn't us.
Nah, man.
I wasn't on
I
it.
got the call last week.
It's my younger
I got
right
the call last week that it was Drew. Can you come over for 22 million? I say, 22 million.
Whoa, we signed up for a pack of annihilators.
We signed up for a pack of annihilators.
Yeah, but yo, so the call out games is we're gonna do our regular Crew Love schedule, like always, you know, starting at 1, more than likely 12 o'clock, you know what I mean, 1 o'clock, and then it's gonna end at 4. Women's game is gonna be at 5:30, Roxbury, Dorchester, and then the men's game will be at 7 p.m. And don't worry, everybody, we got lights.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
we ain't worried about no light issues. We got the lights.
Yo, time out. First of all, Jay, we gonna present it that way, man. Because first of all, I think this year, like with us adding the ladies' night, the ladies' games.
Oh yeah, hold up. Time out. You're right, Black. My bad.
Yeah.
You remember my analogy about the charter school and public school?
Yeah.
From the sounds of it, it sounded like the women's game might be bigger than the men's game.
Yes.
Bruh. So I'm not too familiar with like the, just like the ladies in the city, but yo, there's some of these girls out here that really get to it. Like really get to it. P, D, I'm telling you.
They get busy on the court.
They get busy, bro.
Roxbury women for the win.
See, there you go right there. There you go right, and that's how it start. And that's how it start. They coming with it this year, bro. I'm telling you.
But the Dorchester women's team is tough. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm from Roxbury. I'm always gonna be Roxbury. But Roxbury, don't even talk about Dorchester when it comes to the men. Yeah, the men is down 0-2. No, we don't want to talk about that.
So
Dorchester's down 2. Y'all down bad.
We're gonna come back and deal with you.
Y'all down bad.
All right, so I want y'all to talk about it, man. This is something I really want to get all you guys' insight on, man. Is your vision for basketball going forward in the city, both the men's, the young boys, and the ladies, man? Where do you guys see it growing? How can Boston become New England, like this region, become a place where we're like preparing elite prospects for college and the pros? What can we do? How can how can this place become a hotbed for elite talent?
We have to play our brand of basketball, bro.
And what is that? Talk to the people.
To be honest, growing up in my era, you knew when somebody was from Boston because we had our own swagger, shit talking, playing aggressive, playing both sides of the ball, like not just playing offense. Like there was teams. If you went to Dorchester, Roxbury, it don't matter. You always had a team that was pressing you the whole game. There wasn't no, you can bring the ball up the court comfortable, you can shoot from half. There wasn't none of that. You was playing defense and you was playing both sides of the ball. I feel like if we get back to that brand of where everybody's comfortable in their own skin and playing their own brand of basketball, we'll be just fine, bro. We don't need to play like New York. We don't need to play like LA. We don't need to play like nowhere. We stick to our brand of basketball. If we had cameras for our era, people would know exactly what I'm talking about. Like we would have that brand of basketball where you can recognize it. For example, there's two people on here who can attest to this. You got Drew, and then you got Rich down there with the Roxbury trophy. Believe his cousin plays.
You only as good as your last game. Yeah. You only as good as your last game. This came home to Roxbury, baby.
See that?
That way.
Now, D, you see how he's talking, right? Now, D, that's the brand I'm talking about. You feel me? Like, Boston when you see it. Look at the Save Our Streets. You see the clip that's going viral. Or the kids smoking a hookah. That's Boston, bro. That's us. Like, that's our brand.
Shout out to Mook. Yeah, one time for Mook.
We go to that. We stick to that, and we're fine, bro. We don't need to be like nobody else.
Honestly, it all comes down to having fun. I feel like these kids miss the opportunity of just enjoying the game as they're growing within the game.
Yeah. Why is that though?
I feel like they put themselves in so much pressure in like working out and things of that nature, instead of just going out there and just really, for the love of the game. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't really work out like that. I really just got up at 9 and I was interested in playing basketball. So hey, we will go 9 o'clock. I'm back in the house by 9. That's a whole shift. Yeah, right, you know what I'm saying? But you got to travel the community, learn from different players and things of that nature. And you're just in active fun. Like, you're just having fun with the game. A lot of these kids now, it's a little robotic. It's a little, you feel like you gotta be in the gym 24 hours a day and not play not one person. And then when you get to the game, it's like, this is not a cone in front of me now. Yeah. Like, this is a whole human. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And
he's coming to bust my ass.
Yeah, and then I got, shout out to Sleep and Booby. I had a real conversation with them yesterday. They were like, yo, stop calling these kids killers, and I was like, damn, why you can't call them killers? And he was like, yo, when they go on the outskirts, man, they ain't killing nobody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you got to call it what they are. You just okay to keep them working. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if a kid hears, hey, you're just okay, from a person that's played basketball at a high level, you're probably going to be like, damn, I got some real work to do. You know what I'm saying?
Improve more. I need to work on my game more.
Yeah.
Word. Big shout out to Booby, by the way, man. When you talk about like people who, got a great basketball mind, bro, and like, like really put in work with the youngins. Not only him too, but just, a collective of people who's giving back, right? And, we talked about mentorship, right? And one person I also like to shout out to is even Baz, Shabazz.
Right. He had
like,
a dope event a couple of I think last month, a couple of months ago.
And that's what the kids need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I think it's dope because we've seen Baz compete on the highest level, right? And he's a protege of Will Blaylock and the whole Fab Six camp, and how they gave back to him. He's now doing the same thing for the younger kids, and that's dope to see. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine that. You know, being a young kid, it's like, yo, damn, this dude is in the league, and he's spending his time with me. He could be doing anything, but he's spending that time working out with me. Like the other day, I seen him post something like, yo, any kids around the city, I want to take at least 1 or 2 kids to work out. Like that's dope, bro. Yeah, that's dope. Big. So big shout out to Baz, man. And everybody just putting in work with the youngest, man. Charlie, the whole Breakfast Club joint,
the whole
man.
Breakfast Club, because, you know, that's what the kids really need. And we're talking about kids that are trying to be great, right?
Right.
And in order for you to be great, you got to be around other greats, you know, regardless of what. Charlie's a great shooter. If you want to become a shooter, hey, you see him hit half-court shots with people in your face and things of that nature, like, for us, that's the closest thing to Steph Curry that we see sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just like Black said, I mean, the Shabazz being able to come back and giving that guidance, there's a lot of other guys that are doing the same thing that's been at that top plateau. You know what I'm saying? And then you got guys that have played like Sleep, that's played at a high level and things of that nature, but are able to give radio, you know, Hat. I seen Hat in the gym. I work at the Tobin. I see Hat at the gym 9 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 6 a.m. in the morning. But he always has 1 or 2 little guys that are with him, and it's like, okay, all right, here we go. So, you know, the culture is not bad. I just feel like 2 coaches within the city gotta do more. They gotta do more. When I say Jack got you every summer from 9 and brings you back home at 9 p.m. because you just had a workout, you just played 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, coaches got to do more. Like, hey, purchase a minivan, right? Purchase a minivan, get these kids out the city, you know, have them work out, have them play in different places. Yo, coaching is not just a paycheck within the season. Coaching is all year round, 24/7. You might get a kid that calls you at 2 a.m. like, yo, this is what's going on. I just want to clear my head and work out. Man, get your behind out of bed and go work that kid out, man. You know, because he needs you. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, that's how I look at that stuff, man. You know? So,
now, I mean, that's a big fact, because it's like now you're dealing with kids in the inner city that's dealing with like real life issues, like that, you know, moms is dealing, you know, battling through alcohol, drugs, or whatever the case may be, and they want an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, me and D, we grew up in Lenox, and that shit that we seen on the daily. You know what I'm saying? On a daily basis, like our neighbors, you know, sprung out on drugs right in front of our houses, so in front of our apartments. So it's like stuff like that. When you have a coach that really like digs in and tries to be more than a coach to you, like that's huge, because you can get that child, you can get that kid out of his, you know, his surrounding, because that's all he knows. You know what I mean? Because if you leave him there, he's gonna be a product of his own environment. But if you take him out to the outskirts, like you just said, Drew, it's gonna open up that person's mind, because that's what opened up my mind when I was playing baseball, traveling to all these different tournaments in the suburb areas. I ain't never been to Belmont. I'm a kid from the South End. How am I gonna make it out to Belmont?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just being out there just opened up my mind, like, shit, life is bigger than Lenox. You know what I'm saying? Life is bigger than Lenox. So that's definitely huge.
And DMP, I want y'all to think about something, right? When we put Crew Love together, think about the kids that don't get the opportunity to go to a Celtics game, but they get to go to a Crew Love or a Save Our Streets tournament or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, those guys that are playing street basketball or whatever, those are their pros. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who they look up to in their communities. You know what I'm saying? So we're just happen to be the bridge to kind of connect both parties. So it's almost like, all right, man, like, that's my man. He's from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came to watch him play. Like yesterday, Paul Beck was in the championship. Like, I came to watch Paul play, man. Like, honestly, I'm gonna support my guy. You know,
Pete's still one of my favorite point guards ever, man.
And
That boy, every summer, man, every summer he's putting in work.
And Pete, guess what shorts he had on?
Had them Crew Loves.
It all comes back full circle, bro. He had some Crew Love shorts in the championship.
Full circle, man. So before
Well,
we
I want
transition,
you-
man, go ahead, P.
I got one take. I mean, because we were talking about, you know, the youth and cats that came out the city playing basketball. I want to get your guys' input on T. Clark and how important he was to the basketball community, and just watching him make it from, you know, playing basketball in the city to making it to Kentucky and almost making it to the NBA.
To be honest, bro, he was on pace to be the greatest player that ever came out of Massachusetts.
I agree.
And that's a bold statement. You know what I mean? It sucks to say would have been and if and all of that. But besides the talent, like he really represented what the city was, bro. He was at every tournament without being asked to be there.
Right.
Literally at every tournament, whether it was Crew Love, whether it was Save Our Streets, whether it was BNBL, he was there front and center. All while being ranked in the country, having kids stop. He was there no matter what. He had the work ethic, and his play. I feel like his play was the smallest thing that people really recognize. You feel me? Like, it was his personality that made people like him. It was everything else besides basketball that was gonna make him the best, because he was always accessible. Like, I never once seen him smiling when I seen him, and he always was talking to kids. He never was like, nah, I don't feel like taking no pictures. Nah, I'm not playing in this. He was playing this stuff for free. He could have easily been one of them kids that was making money.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but nah, it was his humility, bro. Like, for me, like, I met him a couple of times. Like, I didn't know him, but I met him. But his humility is what made him great to me. You feel me? Like, he was a great basketball player. Don't get me wrong. But it was everything else that was going to make him the best to me. Because he was always accessible, bro. Always, at any time.
I feel like that's an emotional topic for me. I've seen him come into this gym at the Tobin, and we have countless of conversations. You know what I'm saying? This is a kid that, when he's at Brewster, he wants to come home. He comes home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, I'm just gonna stay here for the weekend. It's like, no, I gotta come home. You know what I'm saying? And the conversations, well, before he went out to LA, me, Russ, Juice, we all sitting in the parking lot of the Tobin, just kicking it with him, just talking. And he was like, I'm gonna make that move. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know that things is getting real. You know what I'm saying? Great talent. But once again, it's not just the talent that you see, man. It's the whole personality, I've seen little kids cry. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta console little kids, man. Like, this is like the closest thing to their hero, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's damaging. It hurt me. I shed a real tear draft night, man. Like, real tear, man. Like, I couldn't even. It was tough, man. I think the city was like, it was quiet for a little bit, but it's one of those things where it's like, damn, I wish you were here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your time. You feel me? And so shout out to his moms, man. She's a strong woman, man. Like, and for the most part, you got to remember him and remember his smile. You know what I'm saying? Because that smile brightened up the city, regardless of anything, so we're gonna do everything with, right here, right in our hearts, man. He's still right here. And for all his loved ones and things of that nature, we're here for you, man. Like, that right there was tough for the city, man.
How big was it for, NBA players like Jaylen Brown and just for the NBA period to acknowledge him draft night, like for us to hear his name called see his face up there. How important, how big was that for the NBA to do that? That was dope.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that speaks for itself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, a kid who's done everything right. You know what I'm saying? And he really put in that work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know him personally, but you see that. You know, you got dudes like LeBron talking about it. You know, Jaylen Brown, who was very close to him, and you knew that was coming. Excuse me, it came. You know what I'm saying? His name was called because it was only right. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like the kid did everything right. It's an unfortunate situation, and again, just when I see stories like that, bro, you just think about the parents, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you guys are all parents yourselves and dads. So when you think about stuff like that, man, it's just unfortunate, bro. But that his energy was just one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we got to remember him.
And I take from that the NBA did it with class, bro.
Facts.
So that's as classy as it can get, man. Mm-hmm. And I think the whole city felt that. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to T. Clark. Shout out to the NBA family. Shout out to the Boston family. Shout out to his moms, his family, man. And
everyone who helped him on his journey too, man.
It's all love over here, man. Before we transition, man, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, man. And our podcast is about giving folks their flowers, man. And right now I want to turn the mic over to you guys. I want you guys to give some of your, or all, or some of like the players that have come through Crew Love that have really put their stamp on the game over the years, man. Shout them out, give them love. Who got crossed up, who got banged on, who really put their stamp on the game over the years.
Yeah. So first of all, that's a hell of a question, right? But y'all always asking the question, but after we go, I definitely want to hear who's y'all guys, like maybe y'all top 5 in the city, whether it's basketball, football, whatever. But cats y'all seen growing up where y'all was like, yo, that's my guy right there.
You got it. I go right now. I go right now. I got my top 5 football players right now. I got my brother J.R. Hicks. I got Jason Burrell. I got J.J. Branch. You know what I mean? I got Hood White. Like Hood was different. Like he just as a pure athlete, up close with my own eyes.
One time for Hood, he was definitely that guy.
It's probably the best athlete that I've ever seen up close.
There's no problem.
I think he is.
There's no problem.
I think
like,
he is.
Okay, there's no problem. Like
he is.
I think he is.
Hood was different. Hood was different.
Now, hey. I played 2 sports too.
Drew.
Dominant.
I ain't see you. I ain't see you.
I seen.
Nobody comes to soccer games.
Let me give you my 4. I got 4. That's 4. All right, cool. Pause, my guy. Have a donut.
You ain't gotta be nice, bro. You ain't gotta be nice, D. He just wasn't that guy like that.
I mean, and number 5. I'm looking at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right.
I'm looking at him. You know what I mean?
Respect it.
Yeah,
I respect it.
That's my 5, man. But in baseball, man, I can go down the list. You know what I mean? P's obviously one of them. JJ Adames. Who's my guy?
Was dude from the Ville that played for the Red Sox?
You talking about Juan Carlos?
Juan Carlo. That's 3. You know what I mean? I'll go JB again. You know what I mean? Just a pure monster with the mitt, and then my guy Nick behind the plate. Nick Palatopoulos. He was a beast behind the plate. So that's my 5, man. But yeah, I can go all day with those, bro. Phil, I can go all days with those.
Okay,
man.
All right, for sure. I respect it.
Who were the homies in Crew Love that had come through and really balled out for you guys?
I want to say Little Chauncey.
Okay, shout out Little Chauncey.
Little Chauncey. Hat always.
Hat put on.
Legend.
Bully ball at its finest.
I call him the Broad Street Bully, man. Me personally, man, T-Lee's my favorite player ever, bro. Like when you talk about energy and just like, really that dog status on the court, man, big salute to Hat, man.
Yo, Pete, before we just got on this live, he said I was his favorite player. Now,
you my favorite rapper, man.
D. Gratton.
Once the cameras come on, he just change up, bro.
He just change up.
What's Thing's brother's name? Shout out to D. Gratton.
D. Gratton, that's my guy.
Paul Becklin. I mean, you already
Man's
mentioned him. You already mentioned
Paul
Paul.
Becklin's definitely the. Oh, keep on.
So Keywan, right? Keywan took down a giant.
What's
And
up?
I didn't want to say nothing, but I got it. That's like
Talk to it.
that's on
Give it
tape.
to us.
Right.
Give it to us. What's up?
That's
Oh,
on tape.
oh
What's up?
yeah,
It's on tape. We got it on wax.
Got it on wax, man. He took down a giant.
What happened?
You know,
What happened?
Yo,
my man, he crossed up my man Eric Downey, man. You know,
like
but
the Vince
shout
Carter.
out to E. Shout out to E. Downey. He's a killer, man.
He a legend.
He do his thing, but that video's out there, man.
He got banged on. He got banged on hard.
Nah, he got crossed up, touched the earth.
Touch the earth.
Yo, Keywan's a Vince Carter crew love, bro.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
That when I say Vince Carter, I ain't talking Atlanta. I'm talking
Toronto.
Yeah,
Toronto.
he got some bodies. He did
about like 97 Vince BC.
Put it like this: I ain't gonna say whose team it was against, but he caught a 360 alley on
No
somebody
way.
that's on this line.
Yeah.
No way.
Caught it on Vontae.
Drew, what's
I
up?
don't know if it was on him, but
He was in the vicinity.
Yeah, the youngins had the energy that game, man.
Not the energy excuse, Drew.
But shout out to Radio and Rashard Bell. Them dudes be hooping. They were hooping.
Salute to all
What's
the
up, Radio, man? He a legend.
Will Blaylock.
Yup.
We didn't have probably everybody that was somebody that came and really stamped, man. So
Fab Six is probably the only team that won too.
they're the only team that has one too.
They the only team that won
That's
too.
that's the best thing about Crew Love. We've had a different champion every single year. Nobody's ever won back to back ever.
Are you guys keeping records?
But I'm not gonna lie, B4L is always in the equation in the championships, man. Like yes sir, we were in 3 finals.
Do y'all give like runner-up trophies, like number 2 trophies or something?
Nah.
Why he talking about that?
Right. He a LeBron guy, by the way. It's crazy. He a LeBron guy, by the way. Hold on. There's some cats that are out here like Patrick Ewing, right? They ain't got no chips, right?
We got a ring.
Y'all got a ring. It took y'all a while. As long as I know that it's always a 50-50 when we're in the championship game, they're watching us.
Salute. Right. You got there.
Hey, man.
All right, guys. Yo, we covered a lot, man. And I think the Crew Love message is loud and clear. You guys put on for the city. You guys are bringing together neighborhoods. You guys are giving a platform for elite basketball to be played here in the city of Boston, across Massachusetts. We want to salute you. We want to keep going, but we're going to transition because I won't be here all night. But I want to get you guys insight on some NBA stuff. You know what I mean? Giannis and the Bucks and 6. Like was that supposed to happen? Like what? So how do y'all see Giannis now?
That wasn't supposed to happen.
I mean, I can't say it wasn't supposed to happen because we've never seen Chris Paul finish the deal. So we've seen something like that happen before. D Wade did it with the Heat. You know what I mean? Giannis just had to show why people consider him one of the faces of the league. So I feel like it fell in the perfect form.
He's taken a lot of scrutiny, but I think he shut everybody up with a 50 ball to end everybody. So that's a stamp right there that would like that right there. You will forever talk about that for the rest of your life that you've seen Giannis put up 50. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of KD fans here. You know what I'm saying? And I thought they was going to the chip.
I'm one.
Know that, P.
But Drew, I'm with you on that. But we're talking about a size 12 shoe versus a size 13. That's all it was. It was the difference.
Right. Guess what?
I get it. Yeah.
He should have stepped back.
So
and to be honest, let me say something real quick for these KD fans, right?
Yes, talk to him.
Here's my problem is that he's got to start taking the same scrutiny as being a great as LeBron took.
You don't think he does? I think
he does. He cops out. Yo, he just said, I don't care. They lost the game, and the man said, I don't care. I don't care that we lost. Why you don't care? When Braun said, if Braun said he don't care, he said he don't care. Like, nah, this whole USA losing, hey, same scrutiny, bro. If Braun was losing, oh my God, headline news. Oh, Braun lost.
Tear him
Nah,
apart.
it can't be like that.
Tear him apart.
You're the face of the league now, quote unquote. I don't think so, but hey, in my mind,
so if they don't
a great player.
If they don't win next year, how does it look for him?
It's looking slow. I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why Braun is my guy.
Talk to him.
Braun is like a Thanos. You take him off any team. Hold on. You take him off any team, that team goes to the bottom of the table. You take KD and take him off any team, that team actually still works. Like Westbrook and the Thunder, they still all right.
Yo, D, I'm sorry, bro. You don't even need to waste your time with this dude arguing about LeBron.
D,
I'm a LeBron guy. I'm a LeBron guy.
Say.
I support LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron's the dog. All I'm gonna say, DMP, listen to me very carefully. These are facts. You are up 3-1 and you lose 4-3. And then you go to the team that beat you. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, LeBron went to the Heat.
I don't think you would go to
two other Hall of Famers.
Yeah, right. It's cool though. We ain't gonna talk about that. It's cool. It's cool.
I don't think he would go to Eastie. I don't think so. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so.
All right, Drew. So you made that point, man. So are you saying that you are not for player mobility? You don't think players should take their careers in their own hands? Stop trusting these whack ass GMs. Is that what you're saying? Like,
no,
you're okay with staying on bad teams?
Hold on, time out. I am for that because Braun set the precedence for that and is being a villain for that.
He did not set the precedent, but he was one of them who kept it going. That's cool.
Him and young Rich Paul, they got the game in a chokehold right now.
Yo, D, you want us to be honest, bro?
What's up with it?
This is why Drew's agreeing, because Phil can attest to this. Drew was MMC first. Then once B4L came along, he jumped ship and went to B4L. That's why he likes that logic, bro.
Crazy. It's crazy. You know what's so crazy?
Drew, you be switching flags?
Yes or no? Nah.
Drew, you be switching flags, Drew?
I gave them a pool party. I gave them a pool party to go to. They showed up and was like, "Oh my God!" And I signed them from there. So right now, welcome y'all to B4L Records. All I needed to do was have them come to a pool party to understand the magic. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, D, look, right? Now you see what he said, right? We did go to the pool party. That's a fact. I want you to ask him, right or wrong, when we signed him, was that years before that? Before he jumped ship, before B4L was thought of, he had an MMC pack in his backseat in his dorm room. Ask him.
In the dorm room?
He was signed to Death Row Records first.
I just collected a package of merchandise. They wanted free marketing, and I gave it to them.
In the videos.
Before he was with the shiny suits, he was with Death Row Records, bro. He was with us.
You know what, to be honest, y'all, I like the way the NBA is setting up going forward right now. I feel like next year is going to be like the Splash Brothers is back. We missed them. I don't care what anybody say to me. They're back. Giannis, that's a big three. I don't care what anybody say to me. Middleton has proven that he is a guy that he stands. You know, LA is going to be good. I think the Celtics need a real good point guard. If they can get Dame Lillard, I feel like that kind of helps them.
So, okay, good. I'm glad you brought that up. And I think, we got a few more minutes here.
Yeah.
So I really need you guys to really dig in this like with me. In terms of free agents for the Celtics, I've never been a Celtics supporter. I've always been a Kobe fan, and by default I'm a Lakers guy. And I mean, like Jay knows this. So with this being I think this goes beyond the court, like the game of basketball. Why I don't think the Celtics will be able to compete for championships regardless of how many superstars they draft. Don't get me wrong. I want Jason Tatum to get a ring. It's not going to be here in Boston. But here's my point. My point is that because Boston is such a white city, rooted in such whiteness, young black millionaires. Think about it. Like, these guys are young black rich millionaires. What spaces do we have for them to come and like live their lives? If you can't live a comfortable, fun, exciting life here in the city of Boston, how are you going to sign $100 million contract here to play and win a championship for a city that has proven over the years whether you go to Red Sox games, whether you go to Celtics games, cats is throwing shit at you, calling you nigga, calling. Right. I mean, so you have other players. So you have other players, right? You have other players who experiences Jamal Crawford, like who keep telling you like, yo, this city is not love for us. So how do you guys see the Boston Celtics ever winning a championship? Because signing trades are a dime a dozen. There's only so many KGs you can trade for.
The thing that turned a lot of people off was the Isaiah Thomas situation. Like,
right. They did him dirty. He
played for y'all the day after his sister died. Dropped 50 in a game, played through injuries and all that. And the first chance y'all got, y'all traded.
Right. But you traded him for Kyrie.
No, I understand that. But I feel like that is what turned people off from them because he was literally on the doorstep of his biggest payday ever.
Right. Sign him and trade him. If you're going to do that, sign him. Exactly, Jay.
And that's when the Celtics wasn't even winning like that. And he wanted to play for Boston.
Yeah. But y'all remember
that team wasn't even supposed to make the playoff, but they made the playoff because of him.
Yo, during that time, it was always the Celtics are trying to get AD. Y'all remember that, right?
Right. And Danny kept saying he'll trade the whole team for AD and lost them as soon as AD. Because AD's father was like, he's not coming there.
That's what I'm talking about. He's the one that said, yo, after what they did with Isaiah Thomas, I don't want my son to play there. So that probably put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. Like, damn, this dude just played after his sister died. Yeah. Y'all traded him for somebody that didn't even stay anyway.
Right.
Somebody that stayed, well, we played a year and a half.
Hey, at the end of the day, they're looking for Bird. And that's the only thing that Boston really accepts. Look, they thought Kelly Olynyk was gonna be that, but unfortunately he didn't pan out. You feel what I'm saying? Jason Tatum is a great player. Jaylen Brown are great players, but unfortunately they're missing leadership, bro. They're missing leadership, and don't get me wrong. I feel like Kemba could have been that guy. I think they got rid of him too soon.
Drew, for real?
But to be honest with you, let me tell you something. I'm going to keep it 100% real with you. If Kemba would have stayed and you signed Baz, there would be a problem. Those two guys know how to win. They know how to back up each other.
Kemba knows how to win who? Where?
Let's not forget what he did in college.
Stop it.
College count, D.
Stop it.
College counts. So would you wipe out? Would you not sign Baz because he doesn't know?
I'm not saying anything about Baz. What I'm saying about is Kimbo. You're telling me he knows how to win? He just spent 6 years in Charlotte and did nothing and put up numbers. That's it.
But he put up numbers with nothing around him.
But then got to Boston playing with some dogs in the East in the competitive Eastern Conference. He got exposed because he was too small. His game didn't adapt.
The system was they should have kept Rozier. He was already in their system.
Yep.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that.
They groomed him. Yep. He already was playing with Tatum and Brown. He had a playoff run with them.
But he wanted to shine too, bro.
So what? Who doesn't? When you a dog.
Tatum and them is a dog, man.
Right.
But they need a dog at the point so they can get loose. Get up the court.
It's not just that, D. Well, we also got to put in consideration. I don't think none of them respected Brad Stevens.
They still don't.
The reason why they didn't inspect him because he went and signed Hayward. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Like this dude, you max him out. He's a bum.
Who? Brad Stevens?
No,
Hayward.
Hayward.
Yeah. Now, that's crazy though. That's the first time I ever seen a dude that was supposed to get fired get a promotion with Brad Stevens. I don't know.
He wasn't supposed to get fired though, man. He did a lot of good things.
No.
He was supposed to get fired. He was supposed to get fired.
My man Mark Jackson needs a job, man. I'm telling you.
He needs a job for sure. He needs a job. Just not here.
Steve Kerr, them rings is Mark Jackson's, man. I'm just letting you know, man.
Y'all know why Brad Stevens got a promotion. Come on, bro.
Right.
Talk your shit, man. Last one, man, before we get out of here, man. I think this Lakers trade. I don't think we can get out of here without talking about it, man. Westbrook to the Lakers, man. So you got AD, you got LeBron, you got Brody. They just signed Trevor Ariza. Yep, Ariza
Dwight
and Howard and Dwight Howard. So now they got to. Now they got.
Rosen's coming. Melo's coming.
They talking about it. They talking about it. So
let's be honest, bro.
is this a championship roster? No matter what, is this a championship roster?
Yo, they should have waited.
For.
I would have, me personally, I would have much rather Lowry and Buddy Hield than just Westbrook by itself, bro. Russell Westbrook, me and him can shoot the same percentage, and I'm sitting at the house, bro.
Right. But can you average 15
grab
assists?
rebounds.
Can you average 15 assists?
Let me
get up and
ask
down
you
the
a question.
court? Can you get up and down the court like
You
that?
got two walking triple doubles on the same
doesn't want to
team.
play in a set offense. He doesn't.
LeBron
doesn't want to play in a set offense.
Who's gonna be running the point for the Lakers? LeBron or
They
Westbrook?
both fall. They both fall.
Yeah, you know
They both
LeBron
fall.
is.
They both
All right,
fall.
so D, let me ask you another question.
Because you gotta think about it. He's load management, bro. He's gonna be playing less minutes at the beginning of the season now.
Right. LeBron is.
This is a Brooklyn and LA finals. We're gonna see it this year.
I'm glad you said that. Are you guaranteeing that? Are you guaranteeing?
I'm guaranteeing that.
That's on wax. I heard you.
Nothing that the freak can do.
Yeah, I called you
Not
this
happening.
week and I told you that, bro.
Is that a guarantee? So
It's
that
a
both of
guarantee,
y'all,
bro.
That's a
both of y'all are
guarantee.
losers.
Yo,
You're both gonna lose.
Yo,
But,
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan, right? I want y'all to tell me when's the last time y'all seen Westbrook play off the ball.
Houston.
Damn the silence just went.
Houston.
Right.
Houston.
Yes.
Wait, y'all say Houston? Yo, P, what happened in Houston?
I mean, they lost.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that. We're all good.
But they didn't have the weapons
Offenses are going to
that
come
they-
through LeBron. We get it.
You said they didn't have the weapons. After Anthony Davis, who name the next player?
but
for
Jay-
me.
They got the smartest basketball player on the planet, bro.
Exactly. Brody is going to kill the second team offense every game.
Yo, but D, who's the shooter though?
Oh, they're building it.
Oh, they're gonna get some shooters.
They're gonna get some shooters, but
They're gonna get
the
some
thing
shooters.
is, AD has to stay healthy in order for them to make it to the finals.
Ding.
I'm mad they gave up my man Caruso, man.
They didn't give him up. He didn't
Caruso
resign.
signed
He
with the
wanted.
Bulls.
He wanted his bag.
Oh, yeah.
But so the Bulls. Lonzo Ball and Caruso. I mean, I'm saying Caruso's coming off the bench, but Ball. I'm really happy for Lonzo Ball, man.
Yeah.
It's starting to click. It's starting to click.
Triple B, baby.
Ball and Zach LaVine. That's gonna be a show.
Celtics should have got Lonzo Ball. bro.
So what y'all think about LaMelo?
Oh, love him.
He's
Love him.
official. I wasn't
Love
too
him.
sold on him. I wasn't too
Love him.
sold on him.
You know why I love him? Because he can shoot.
He's for the culture
Like
of basketball.
He's for the culture of basketball.
His other game, like the fast break, like the point guard, the passing, like he's a tough, fragile, he's a tough, thin kid.
He has the
But
it
the
factor.
man can shoot.
Right.
That's
Right.
the new NBA. If you can shoot with all that speed,
Yeah.
handle, passing, cool. But when you can shoot, nobody can guard you. And
No.
he's matter of fact, he's doing what Steph and Dame do. Like, okay, you want to play me at the 3-point
A
line?
little too early for
Whoa,
that.
no. Here's my point. Let me finish.
Okay, all right.
All right. Stay light skinned. So when they're playing you at the 3-point line, you back up. These guys are shooting 35 footers, bro.
Right.
And he's a big guard. He's 6'7".
He has the it factor. Yo, look, I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. In
MJ is putting that in his back every day in practice.
Yo, D,
Yeah,
this is
that's a
before.
fact.
This is before that though. Me and Black went to the Drew League 2 years ago. When we went to see Trae Young play, we walked into the gym. Wasn't no line, wasn't no nothing.
Yeah.
We wake up the next day. Yo, let's go to the Drew League. We're gonna watch LaMelo in the play. He don't play until 11:45. This is California time, bro. We go to the gym at 9:30. You can ask him, and I'm not lying. Yo, the line was around the corner, bro. To watch him play at 11:45.
Yeah.
The line was
Zion too. Zion was supposed to be there too.
at
Zion needs a big market.
9:30, bro. 9:30. He has the it factor, bro. Kids follow LaMelo Ball, bro, because they've been watching him since he was a kid.
Yep.
Right.
So he already has the culture on.
That following, yeah.
Mark my words. Zion needs to go to the Knicks. I said it.
To the
It might happen. It might happen. He's not staying there. As soon as his contract
I'm trading Julius Randle for Zion. Get him out of here. Telling you.
I got a better fit.
What's
Put
up?
Zion on the Hawks with Trae Young, bro. It's gonna get nasty.
Ah, wow.
That'd be crazy.
Wow.
What about Zion and Luka?
That's
Zion
tough
and
too.
Luka?
I feel like with Trey, he got that dynamic where people are scared to play him out deep, but if you get closer, you're gonna throw that bitch in the air.
Right.
And you already know what.
Right.
So I got another thing for you. I think I'm always looking down the line in the NBA. Steph Curry has 2 more seasons in Golden State. As you get older, you become a better shooter, especially with the time that you put in like him. Where's he going in 2 years? Because they can't keep him.
He's going to Cleveland.
That's
Him and Bron's gonna unite there.
yo.
I want. Listen, I wouldn't put
Steph
that
Curry
past
is gonna
him.
he's going to
I
like.
wouldn't put that past them.
Steph won't be a lifer in Golden State. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah, you don't think so?
It's not gonna happen, bro. Because like that, I want them to come back this year. I think they can be the championship team, but they gotta trade Draymond at some point. He gotta go.
Yeah.
It all depends on this season, bro. Because you got to remember, just like Drew said, the league misses Splash Bros. Their chemistry is like no other.
Yeah,
Right,
they're a playoff team for sure. Like
Because this trade that they keep teasing with Ben Simmons, if you do that, it's gonna open up a lot more for Curry and Clay because we all know he can't.
Who would you give up? Who would you give up?
Well, what the Sixers is asking for is kind of
crazy.
Crazy. They wanted 4 first-round picks, James Wiseman and Wiggins.
So let me ask y'all a question.
You gotta get rid of Wiseman and Draymond. I'll take two first round picks, Wiseman and Draymond. Go ahead.
I'm not that big of a Wiseman fan like that. So
Would y'all trade Ben Simmons for what's my man in Portland?
And people don't forget. I feel like this moment what we last saw Ben. He's not trash. He's just going through a little moment. Remember, he's all NBA defensive team. He's a triple-double monster. So don't forget, he's not trash.
Ben Simmons for Dame Lillard.
Huh?
Ben Simmons for Dame Lillard.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's easy.
I think the Sixers need him.
Hit go. Yeah, for sure. Bang. Hit go.
I think the Sixers need him, bro.
If
Portland's not taking that.
The GM should get fired, bro.
Right.
Right. No, but Pete just said it though. Portland's not doing that, bro. You serious?
Portland's not doing that.
Ben Simmons? Come on.
Ben Simmons?
I'll go suit up for them. I'll go draw 30 for them. Dish it out, man.
All right, guys. We covered a lot, man. So before we get out of here, man, I want to ask all 3 of you, man. First off, who's your top 5 in the NBA? Jay, you ain't got to answer because you already did this. Phil, Drew, who's your top 5 in the NBA ever? All time.
All time?
Yep.
God damn.
Not no order. Not no order. Just top 5. Go ahead.
All right.
Dylon.
Why? Because that shit. MJ, of course, that's my all-time favorite. You got to throw Kobe in there. LeBron, Shaq, and I say Magic Johnson.
Drew, what you got?
I got MJ, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, and AI.
Say Kobe first next time, nigga.
Say Kobe first. All right, Phil.
Love that AI pick.
Put you back on the spot. Your top 5, well, your top 4, because this is including you. Your top 5 Charlestown players ever that you would step on the court with and go to war with. We've asked every Charlestown player.
Wow.
We've asked every
You ain't
Charlestown
asked me
player.
this, D. You ain't asked me that.
That's tough.
You up.
That's tough.
We need 4 dogs that you would go to war with. That would be any other Charlestown players, and you included. So I need 4.
Wow, 4. Hat off back. Hat. Rashid. Probably cats I've seen too though, because there was some cats before me. Hat, Rashid. One time for my guy Horse, rest in peace. That's 3. One more. Yeah, I mean Rich, that's automatic. I ain't see him play though. Me personally, I ain't see him play. Rest in peace to Richard Jones too. Damn, one more, huh?
You might need a point guard in there.
No, that's why T-Chat too. T-Chat was different.
All right. Drew, who you got?
T-Chat was different.
I'm going with my 5'5".
All time. What's up? Who you got?
My 5'5". I'm gonna live and die with my guys.
Yeah, it's only
Who
right.
you got?
T-Chat. So this is the class of 02.
It's crazy.
T-Chat, myself, Rashid, Elray, and Corey.
That was the starting 5.
You know what?
No disrespect to nobody,
Like
so
that,
you
that
know,
was-
like that's just my 5.
I'm resigning from Crew Love right now because neither one of these niggas said my name, bro. I'm about to resign right now, bro.
So I want you guys to go back. I want you to go back and check the Dilson. I want you to check Paul's episode. I want you to check Javar's episode. I want you to check Stick's episode because they all gave. So Rashid has made every team. Everyone's picked Rashid. Like, yo, he's on. So I want y'all to check it and compare y'all fives with y'all two.
Yeah.
Jay, who you got?
For sure.
Hi, my fives, me of course.
Oh yeah, for sure. You on there? Yep. You need 4.
I'm going with Sticks,
Mm.
Hat, Rich, and the In and Out King. Give me Elray.
Ooh,
Yeah, all right.
okay. All right, man. So before we get out of here, man, I mean, Jay, you already did it, so you ain't got to do it. Phil, man, Drew, what's something that you want to, what type of inspiration do you want to impart on the young hoopers coming up today?
Man, definitely just work hard, man, for real. Like, and work on your game, because hard work will beat talent every day, anytime. So, yeah, man, just definitely work hard, and don't be afraid to ask for help neither, too. A lot of times we kind of stay sheltered and might feel some type of way like, oh, this person won't help me, but you'll be more than surprised of the dudes that don't mind helping. So definitely network and just work hard, man. Honestly, that's pretty much how I can sum it up.
What you got, Drew?
I think I'm gonna stay with this thing that I had in my college dorm room that got me through life. It's by any means necessary. I always felt like I had to graduate college, and it was like, yo, I got to do it by any means, even on the soccer field or a basketball court. I gotta contribute some way, somehow, by any means, but not in a dirty way, just, a clean way, in a class way, you know what I'm saying? So by any means, you got to get the job done, and that's with supporting your family. That's with loving life. You know what I'm saying? The way you live your life, you know what I'm saying? By any means necessary. If you're a good dude and you got good morals, you're going to apply that to your life, So that's what I'm at.
P, what you got?
That's dope. So I got a quote that I want to impart on the youngins. Today's the opportunity to build a tomorrow that you want. So take every chance that you have today to build a better tomorrow, to make life easier for you. So make all the sacrifices, everything that you need to do today to make a better tomorrow for yourself.
That's dope.
Yeah, for sure, man. The biggest thing, man, and something that I'm continuing to learn as I'm back in school now, man, is
Congrats.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, bro. Nothing is free.
You're right.
Nothing. We gotta pay rent every day. And like we gotta continue to do the work. I mean, you guys are hoopers, so like you can relate to this, man. You gotta dive after those loose balls. Yes. You know what I mean? You gotta give up your body for a charge. You know what I mean? You may have to take less minutes, but you may have to go harder in practice to get somebody else prepared for the game. So it's like nothing's free. We always gotta pay our rent every day, man. Don't take these opportunities that we have to get better for granted. Sure. Our time here, our athletic careers, whatever we're doing, it comes to an end. It's like there's a stop. It's somebody else's turn at some point. So we have to continue to have that in our minds. Like, yo, if I'm out here, if I lace them up, I'm going balls to the wall. And I think you guys have mentioned somebody on here. Everyone has mentioned this man, and I want to salute him. I know he's probably tired of us saluting him, but T. Lee. Everyone has said the same thing about this man. Not one episode has been missed. He's the hardest worker. He's the ultimate leader. He'll give the shirt off his back. Whatever it is, he does. So I think whatever it is, man, we got to pay our rent every day, man. That's what I'll leave the folks with, man. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this amazing journey from Crew Love, man. We salute you guys for what you guys are doing here in the city. Bro. Keep going. Keep going, keep holding yourself accountable, keep being innovators in the sport of basketball. Jay, keep being an innovator in the sports fashion space. Drew, keep being an innovator and a motivator in the mentorship space. Same for you, Phil. Keep going, keep this brotherhood alive, man, because the city of Boston, this basketball culture and the next generation need you to do what you do. So we salute you. We will be there at your game August 14th. You know You know what I mean? Sun up to sundown. We're gonna be there. It's gonna be an amazing 2-day event. We salute you guys. You guys' journey is important, man. You guys are important to the fabric of the city, man. So we salute you, man.
Thank you, bro. Likewise, Kings. Love. Appreciate
All love,
it.
man. So I want everyone right now to go
Appreciate you, man.
subscribe to the Talk Your Shit Sports Podcast. Follow us on IG at the Talk Your Shit Sports Podcast, on Facebook, Talk Your Ish Sports Podcast. Listen to us on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, man. And be back next week. We got a major one next week, man. We got a superstar from ESPN coming on, guys. Like it's really like that, man. We are really building, man.
I'm on next week.
You know what I mean? We got a sports analyst, Andrea Carter, man, former D1 Hooper, man. She's on next week, man. So please stay tuned, man. We got some real heat coming.
One time for her. Love.
All right, fellas. All right.
Salute, King.